Hey guys, it's another day and another Kickstarter. This one has some amazing miniatures though, so I'm super happy to tell you all about Super Fantasy Brawl by Mythic Games. I don't want to be the guy standing between you and some glorious minis though, so let's get right into it. I'm starting things out, as always, with the juicy game details. Super Fantasy Brawl is a 2 or 4 player arena-based PvP game that takes about 40 minutes to play and contains no dice. After drafting your champions to create your roster, you'll be battling in the arena via activating your champions and using cards in your hand. When drafting champions, it's important to realize how each one is unique. Thanks to their unique card decks, abilities, and stats, they'll typically fall under an attacker, support, or tank roles. It's not just your opponents you should care about though, as you can also win victory points by completing challenges that drive the crowd wild. In a push your luck mechanic, every turn the challenges become worth more and more, so you have to decide if you want to try and complete them now, or wait until later and hope your opponent doesn't do the same. Of course, you can always score victory points by decimating your enemies. But that's not all that will happen, as your champions will also level up, improving their stats and gaining valuable unique abilities. Battle is not always straightforward, however. Your opponents can push you into obstacles or traps that can damage you or even cause you to have other effects like losing cards. You'll have to position yourself well in order to succeed. So that's the game in a nutshell. What about the campaign specifics? First thing to note is that this is a very short campaign, only lasting 8 days. I highly encourage you to act on it right after this video by following the link to the Kickstarter in the description below if you're at all interested. There's a $1 pledge tier that'll get you access to the updates, comments, and the pledge manager, the $49 Superfan pledge tier, and the $89 Master Wizard pledge tier. It's not every day I cover a game that is this gosh darn cheap, so let's see what you get. In the $49 tier, you obviously get the core box itself. That comes with 12 companion minis along with their unique decks, 20 challenge cards, the game board, 4 dashboards, and the various tokens needed to play. These minis deserve some special attention, however. Each one is dynamically sculpted onto a custom 45mm base, which means you get some wonderfully unique poses. The icing on the cake, or in this instance inside of the cake, is their partnership with Game Trays. For Kickstarter only, all components and miniatures will be contained in a thick plastic tray custom made for the game. Next up is the $89 pledge tier. In this one you get the core box, plus the Neo kit, the sleeve kit, and the Force of Nature expansion. The sleeve kit is just what you'd expect and contains enough sleeves to sleeve every card, including the expansion. The sleeves contain a Kickstarter exclusive design that replaces the Super Fantasy Brawl logo with one that says Superfan instead. It can be added to any pledge tier for $15. The Neo kit is a stitched neoprene mat that replaces the game board, as well as 4 stitched neoprene dashboards to replace the core box cardboard dashboards. The game mat contains an exclusive design that adds the Superfan logo to one of the corners. These can also be added to any pledge tier for $25. Last is the new Force of Nature expansion, which comes with 3 new champions, which means 3 new miniatures and their corresponding deck of cards. It can be added to any pledge tier for $15. Backing at the $89 pledge tier comes with an inherent $15 savings over buying all of these separate, so you can consider this given for free if you back at that higher tier. The icing on the cake, or in this instance inside of the cake, is their partnership with Game Trays. All components and miniatures will be contained in a thick plastic tray custom made for the game. Delivery is estimated to be around March 2020 and shipping is estimated to be about $20 to the US, and thanks to a limited scope, should remain close to that estimate. Now, before I move on to my opinion of the game here, I'd like to point you to several examples and videos on the campaign that show 3D columns. A little birdie whose name is not Az told me these might still be coming, so be sure to keep a lookout for them. And that's it for the campaign. As I said, pretty straightforward and to the point. So now it's time for the King's Decree. What can I say? $50 for a really fun looking game that includes some of my favorite mechanics such as drafting, along with some absolutely gorgeous miniatures? For me, it's a no-brainer. And an all-in with all the bells and whistles for less than $100, and we're talking fantastic stitched neoprene mats and all? Yes please. For me at least, the theme's there, the gameplay is there, and the minis are definitely there, and the price tag is killer. That combined with the game trays means that once painted, these will have a fantastic storage solution to keep them nice and safe. If you swore off Kickstarter for a bit, what's a small $50 game of this quality going to hurt? If you are already neck deep in another heavy duty Kickstarter game like Madara, Surely $50 for an entirely new game is swingable, and if not, grab that dollar pledge to hit the pledge manager when you can. Of course, I can only speak for myself here, but when quality, price, and game mechanics align like this, I can't help myself. And with that, this video is finished. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments below and by liking the video. I love to hear feedback. As always, if you found the video helpful and would like to see future videos just like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so YouTube lets you know when I post day one videos like this one. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again soon.